today, or I'm going to piss her off when she sees that on YouTube. Posted the 14 seconds. But if they weren't being such assholes and asswipes like that, that would have never happened. Man, good Lord takes care of me. He does. Because that judge pretty much basically called me a liar when I told her what her bailiff said to me and all. And she said, I don't believe my bailiff said. And I'm like, why would I lie to you, Judge? And she was just, she run a kangaroo court. Or close to a crackhead court, probably. I don't even know if I'd say kangaroo court. More like a crack. What's up? What's up? 3 thumbs up, and it only shows 1 here. We know the idiots are here because they like to laugh. How you doing, Eddie and Margaret? Well, me a little piece of Springfield where this is all over with, probably. Shit. They want to play idiot. Play stupid games, get stupid prizes. I'm your Huckleberry. Don't have a running RV now, so what are they going to do, you know? Throw me in jail? Ain't got to give a shit. What's up? What's up? What's up, Mr. Daniel? How you doing? I mean, the whole court here should be outlawed. Oh, Michelle, y'all think y'all got it bad over in Kansas. Y'all ain't got nothing compared to, you can't put a grievance against a judge or nothing like in a regular court. It's a sham. It's you know. Oh, I'm doing just great. What's up, Mr. John Tiffany? Now, I tried to go live this morning and stuff, and people didn't get notifications and stuff. Hey, I tried my best to keep y'all advised. If y'all want me to go through the whole day and the whole story, just let me know. For story, who wants to hear the story? From beginning to end. All the day at sea, sir. And the reason I say that is because anytime you go in them courthouses and stuff, you're actually going on a boat. You're on the ocean. Bar Association, British Attorney Registration. When you go in that courthouse and you enter that courtroom and go beyond that threshold, you're on a freaking ship and you're under British law, British rule. They think all of us are freaking dummies, and I'm not. But the judge herself proved today that she was a liar. Hey, by the way, please double tap the screen. Let me know you like my content. You like how I stand up to the courts, judges, and for our rights. Please double tap the screen. Share, like, and subscribe to the channel, please. But she basically called me a liar twice. And y'all know I don't like that when that happens. As a matter of fact, even at City Hall today, I did a video. But I asked security guard after that court thing, hey, I don't see very well, you know. I come in out of the bright. Everybody, nowhere did I see anywhere. As I walked up and entered the threshold of that building, did I see that you couldn't have your phone out or nothing. Okay, well, come to find out, you can have your phone out and stuff, but you can't record. That's against the law. It's a public building. You're allowed to record out in there. The Supreme Court's ruled on that. But that's not it. If they tell me I can't record, fine, I'm not going to record. But I walked into the other courthouse, and the main courthouse here, the county courthouse and all, and I can record in the hallways and stuff. You can't do it in the courtrooms. That I understand. But see, it's that damn corrupt. You can't record nothing in their building. Now, if the bailiff had just simply came over and said, sir, we don't allow recording, shut that off. Yes, sir, no problem. But he came over, had me so upset. I'm like, sir, I didn't know. I'm shutting it off and whatnot. And it actually had 14 seconds of video that went out before I could get it shut off, where he's saying, you do it again, I'm taking you to jail. And when I told the judge, you know, that y'all ain't been very nice to me at all. Even the bailiff out there threatening to take me to jail. But she brought that up. She says, I know you record all your phone calls. Because this morning, I called. I've tried my best to get here. You know, I'm stuck here. I don't think I will make it at 9:30. Can I get a continuance? Can I get checked in? Can I come in another day? And they said, the only thing you can do is you can do a walk-in service that's each day between such and such and such and such. And I'm like, well, ma'am, I've got trial today. And I need to see if I can. We can't do that here. And I said, well, ma'am, I can do the walk-in. I'll have a bench warrant out for my arrest if I'm not in court at 9:30. And she said, that's correct, sir. This clerk tells me that there will be a bench warrant out for my arrest if I'm not there at 9:30. There's nothing she can do about it. She can't get a message judge or nothing. That was it. And that's the Lord above. I mean, I ain't got no reason to lie about that. That's exactly what that clerk told me on the phone. 10 minutes after 8, a couple of angels give me a ride into town and take me all the way to the court door, and that's when I don't see the sign and nothing, the video and whatnot. But when I'm talking with that judge, she didn't want to hear a damn thing I said or nothing. Very unfair, very impartial. First thing was about the guard and the phone, you know. And I said, he said, if I did it again, he's going to take me to jail. And she said, I don't think my bailiff would say that. Man, he did. Quit interrupting me and shit like that. She basically called me a damn liar. Hell yeah, he said that. And then I told her about, because she says, well, the state wants a continuance because, and see, here's how they played me. Everybody else is going in the courtrooms. And they have me, the lady cop, not the first bailiff, but the lady bailiff. She was all right until she lied to me before I left. She heard what that guy said, but she told me that she didn't. She's a liar. Everybody else is going into the courtroom stuff. She says, sit down over here, sir. Not over where the main lobby is, but it's just one chair over here next to the courtroom and whatever. And there's a detective with a gun or something. He had nothing to do with me there and whatever. And I'm wondering, well, what the hell's going on, you know? And it wasn't 5 minutes listening or trying to pay no attention to what's going in that courtroom. Didn't even know it was my courtroom. So now I got to go across the hall again and sit over here in the regular lobby where I was in the beginning. And after 5 minutes, you know, people coming out of the court and stuff, and they was asking about my suit and all. And I said, yeah, hell, I don't even get to go over to the courtroom. And said, oh, they're in there talking about you. And I'm like, what? And he says, yeah, the witness can't make it today. They're calling in sick and whatnot. And I said, they're in there discussing my case without me being in the courtroom. And he said, oh, yeah. And I'm like, well, they better not give them a continuance. I begged them to give me one this morning. And I was told if I wasn't there at 9:30, there'd be a bench warrant out for my arrest. That's exact. Her clerk wouldn't tell me that. Well, that judge is a lying. Put in whatever word you want. But she's a liar. Nothing but a flat-out liar. Because that clerk told me that. And she wanted to argue that. And then she got such a smart ass. She told me that she gave the state their continuance. Which everything was unfair. She reminds me this is a court of no record, so there's, you know, your word against mine. There's nothing done. They can just violate your rights all the hell they want to. And she said, if I was you, I'd be very quiet, go stand out in line and get your papers from the court and leave peacefully. And that comes from the idiot judge. And she thinks I'm going to sit back and take that. She's an idiot. I tried to make a complaint against the idiot when I was there, and you know what you can do? You can't make a complaint against a judge. A guy come out and said, well, I can take a couple of notes and put it to the head judge here. We mean a court of no record and whatnot. See, that's why they don't want no video, no nothing in there. Because all they do is screw the people over, I guess, at Springfield. Because they tried to do it in 16 and they didn't get away with it. And by God, they ain't going to get away with it this time either. Damn crackhead judges. I'm sorry about that. Let me see that. I gotta see this. Don't mind me. I want to see. What's up, Papa? Joseph, everybody. Oh, did you see that picture with the dog ears that the angel that brought me out here did? That was cute. Oh, I was in the lobby that you can have a damn phone on and you record. That's a public, there ain't nothing you can do. And that's been ruled on by the Supreme freaking Court. Sorry about the buffering. My phone calls before I said one word to her or anything. How in the hell did the judge know that? Why are they discussing all this shit without me? I'm my own attorney. In that hearing, there's the prosecutor there and me over here. I'm at the defendant's table with no legal counsel or nothing. She's over there. I'm pro se. Any discussion about my case, I got to be there. I have the right to be there. But not in the city of Springfield. They'll violate your rights in a heartbeat and just railroad you. That judge told me my bailiff would say something like that, and the grace of God, it went out on YouTube. I didn't know it did. I was trying to, cut it off. He's yelling at me and going to threaten to put me in jail. I mean to it. I'm fidgeting with the phone. You see it in the video. I thought he was going to yank me out of the chair and fucking throw me in jail. You don't treat people like that. You don't treat senior citizens like that. Where the F does the city of Springfield have these crackhead judges think they can do that? And their bailiffs. Just, And she said something about, if I'm found guilty in that court, I can take it to a real court, one that's of record. Or let's put it this way, she acted like one today in court. She didn't act like a human being. She acted like some damn crackhead wearing a robe and thought she had power over everybody. Yeah. Oh yeah, I was shaking trying to shut it off and all. He had me so upset. I ain't scared of none of them damn judges or none of them. And then, what kind of stupid policy? I asked the judge, can I talk to the prosecutor a second? Because I was going to say, hey, do you want to see a tape and get rid of this, case today and whatnot? And the judge said, no, I couldn't talk to the prosecutor. I'm my own freaking attorney, and I can't even talk to the damn prosecutor. I have to talk to the judge, which is cool. I go to the police department, and the sergeant acts like he's never heard of that before. But he did let me play in the call of Deidre Parker, and it went on his police body cam and all. And he said that, he's going to 72 hours or so, guarantee you. It may not be good for me, may not be good at all for me. I'm looking for someone to take my dogs. But I'm not going to let them bully me and whatever. I'm not that person. I'm not that person at all. I'm not scared of them at all. They want to throw me in jail. They want to do whatever. They want to take my motorhome and stuff. Come the fuck on. Let's get her all on the news and stuff. Because I'm done. I'm a senior citizen. Shouldn't even be treated like this. I went over to the city manager's office to talk to the city manager. Back in 2016, you just went in there and stopped at security and said, hey, I need to speak to the city manager. And he invited us to sit over down there, and he called, and boom, a lady come down and talked with us. Steve was with me then. Very nice and everything. And I forget what happened, but the next day or something, it was over these tickets, whatever, don't get me wrong, but went back, and the security guard took something wrong. So when I came back the third time, he threw me out and Steve out, threw us out of the building. And what do you mean? This is City Hall. I can't come in the city. What do you mean? Yeah, and they at least escort us out and throw us out of the building, kick him out of the building. He can come talk to us. And we talked and everything. So, I mean, I got a little history with Springfield. So I thought it was going to be the same thing. I walk in. I recognize it's not the same security guard. But I walk up and I said, I'd like to talk to somebody in City Hall. You got to have a phone appointment or this, that, and the other and whatnot. And I said, okay. But, sir, I'm not from here or nothing. Can you give me the phone number? I mean, I wasn't expecting this ain't like back in 2016, Oh, yeah. Well, I didn't say 2016. It's not like a couple years back. Oh, yeah, it is. I've been here, this, that, and the other. And I'm like, sir, not to argue with you. You weren't the security guard here that day because I got kicked out and invited back in and stuff. And they didn't do it that way. I'm more than happy to call. I can get the number. He said, what do you mean you was kicked out here before? And I said, well, back in 2016, a security guard thought that they wanted me kicked out, and he almost lost his job over it. And I was invited back. just wanting to talk to him, what number do I call or whatever. And he says, let me get you some help. And I'm standing there, and a few minutes go by, and I'm like, sir, do you mind if I sit down over there? One chair over there. And he said, no, go ahead, you okay? And I started to go live, and I thought about it for a second. I didn't want another episode of what I just went through at the city hall, right? Or, I mean, at the municipal court. So I walked back over to the desk. I said, sir, can I ask you? He said, yeah. I said, am I allowed to do video? Can I be over there doing my live video? Oh, yeah, there's no problem. In City Hall, I can do a video. But in the lobby of a damn municipal court, you can't do a video? That don't make no fucking sense unless you're watching the live. About 5 minutes later, I mean, there's nobody talking, no arguing, nothing ever went on in that building. Come. And I just, are you here for me? And you gotta watch the video. They were both really good cops. And they said someone called them. And I believe the security guard when he said it wasn't me. I believe him. He looked me right in my eyes and whatnot and said, sir, I did not call the law on you. Someone did. Well, who the hell did? Did the city manager call? The city manager's secretary? Who the hell called the law on me? I hope. But they treated me way worse than a citizen or anything. And if it's because of my attire or my name, that's dead wrong. She didn't say no such. Who the hell are you stupid idiot? Let me bitch slap this stupid idiot. That's twice he's made a stupid ass comment tonight. There, have a bitch slap, stupid. Take a chill pill for a minute. Oh, no. She wanted to know if the mailing address was the same and stuff. Hey, I went straight over to the police department today. And day after tomorrow, I'm going to be right there at the courthouse. I'm not scared of them. What the hell are they going to lock me up for? Make up some fucking charges? I wouldn't do that if I was them. I really wouldn't do that if I was them. But, they can do what they want to do or they think they can. I come here with the attitude this isn't a city of Springfield problem or nothing. It's a Walmart thing. But no. No, this crackhead judge and stuff, it made it a city of Springfield problem. They damn sure did. When you say when she wanted to know, who are you talking about? How do you know someone wanted to know where I lived? Oh, Joseph, you're such a crackhead idiot. Fuck off my channel. Yeah, let's put him in timeout for another 5 minutes. Damn crackhead. Does she have a crackhead son? Oh, the lady officer. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, okay. Now I know what you're talking about. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, it was offering me to drive me to it, basically. I said, yeah, well, I can't go that far. What's up, Will? Where the hell's Michael at? He'd have fun bitch slapping this so-called judge's son. Which I know it ain't. Them cops didn't make me nervous. Worst they can do is arrest me. Which they can do that any time. Just wait here in a couple of years when they're going to start arresting everybody if you don't take a mark and stuff. I mean, hell, they can go ahead and do this shit to me now. I don't care. As long as I tell the truth and I believe in my Savior and Lord, they can't do nothing to me. They can't do nothing to me. Lock me up. I'll be pretty famous in jail, don't you think? 420 Jim and what I got locked up for and all. So I don't think I got much worries. And then I own a piece of Springfield, Missouri when it's all over with. What's up, Frank? It's going to make one hell of a nice case for a lawyer against Walmart. And this was the municipal court, the city court. It's not the county court where I'm going on day after tomorrow. That's the county court. Because it's the city court, and they don't want nobody to be able to prove how they're violating everyone's civil rights and stuff. That's exactly what it is. Every bit of that place should be videotaped and put out for the public to see. Yeah. Look at no court of record and proud of it. We're a court of no record. If I see it, if you're recording, or you're recording in my court, I'm going to blah, blah, blah. Come on, lady. Come on. I tried my best. I didn't even want that clip that got out there. I'm trying to shut it off. That guy had a senior citizen so nervous. I'm trying to shut the phone off. So it's her own damn fault that any of it went out. Because that crackhead bailiff shouldn't have said he's going to throw me in jail for that again. You told me I can't do it, dumbass. I'm not going to do it again. You know, they treat senior citizens like we're a fucking kid. You know, and that's just wrong in any court. In any court. I'm a citizen. They work for the citizens. That's what's wrong. Everybody just lets them push you over. They ain't pushing me over. They ain't pushing me over. What's up, Snaps? Why in the world would that judge first, when I was talking to her and told her that her bailiff told me, or this morning, the clerk of court told me there'd be a warrant for my arrest, and I said, she said, I know you record all your recalls. How the hell did she know that? And why did she know that? Judge is supposed to be impartial. That's not being impartial at all. That's doing a bunch of crackhead shit behind the scenes. That's that just us system working at its finest. Okay, here's the thing. Here's the thing. There is a sign. Where I come in, and they had the door open. The sign that's on the door was open. So you didn't get to see the sign when I come in that door. There's no way you could have seen that sign when you come in that door. No way. Now, had the door been closed where you opened it to go in? Yes. But there was such a line that door was being held open by people, and you couldn't see anything. Because me standing there by that, if, you know, I had a chance to read that or something, hell yeah. But everybody's trying to get in there, and the door's open, and the sign swings when the door's open. What kind of an idiot would put a sign on a door that swings open? Why would it be stationary? Big letters where someone elderly could see it and all. Like I say, it's nothing but a crackhead court, a setup court. She's a good lady. Aren't you about as stupid as they come? You know, all courtrooms and stuff, I walk through city halls and courtrooms. As long as you're not in a courtroom, no, you can't. But every place that's public, available to public and whatnot, yes, you can record. Just like the police station. I recorded inside the police station. I recorded inside City Hall. Why can't I record in the lobby of the municipal court building? I can in the county court. Why can't I in the city? Because they want everything. Shh, we're going to fuck people over. Well, no, I'm not worried about none of it. And like I say, I'll go to jail, whatever, but I guarantee you there's going to be some big lawyers coming up. Big lawyers. I just got to know that my dogs go to good homes and are taken care of. I don't give two shits about this and everything I own. It don't mean shit to me. What's right means everything to me. I'm not going to stand in court of law, you know, or anywhere and it's flat out lie. No, I give my life to the Father and the Son. And I take that very seriously, and I'm not going to lie about that. Why should I lie about that? I go straight to hell. But I ain't going to let nobody call me a liar neither. She called me a liar about a clerk telling me that I was going to have a warrant for my arrest. Because that's exactly what that clerk said. And she's a liar about saying that bailiff didn't say that he would throw me in jail. She's a liar about both of them. Yeah, outside in Wichita, you can record all you want. See, it's a Springfield city. And those are ordinances. Those aren't fucking laws. And that's why she said if I lose there, I'll go to a real court, basically. She didn't say real court, but I'll go to a court of record from then. I told you, hell yeah, I lose. I'm going to take it all the way to Supreme Court, and I will. All they had to do is them crackhead, crackhead prosecutor, or judge, listen to that damn tape. It'd be over with. What's up, Doug? Joseph is one of the trolls. He ain't tripping. It's a stupid troll. Ain't no way it's that judge's kid. I mean, come on. Don't fall for that stupidity shit. Not if I keep recording. Nope. That's not right. That's not right. Okay, what happened was they had moved me around 3 different fucking times. The only person in that courthouse that they do this to. Everybody's standing in line. Okay, I should go to stand in line. No, you sit over here. And it was right by the courtroom. Well, I found out later they moved me because they were discussing my case behind my back. Good Lord takes care of me. Because after a couple minutes, the bailiff comes over and says, sir, you got to sit over. Let me move you over here. And it was away from the courtroom where I would be able to hear or anything. Not that I was paying attention. So now she's moved me over here. There's nobody on this side of me, nobody on this side of me, nobody in front of me, nothing. I got my camera like this. If it was pointing the other way, it would look at the floor. Otherwise, it's looking up at me. Okay, I'm not hiding nothing or anything. I go and I'm set up for YouTube and I'm, hey, how y'all doing? And boy, he come over there like I done something, really crazy. You can't go there. I didn't know. I'm shut it off. And you do that again, I'm going to take you to jail. Delete that recording and whatnot. You can't delete a fucking YouTube, the idiot. You can't delete a YouTube. It went out live, you idiot. How am I supposed to delete it? How about not violating somebody's damn rights and threatening to throw them in jail when they don't know? There's a sign over there and whatnot, and there's not a damn sign that I seen. It's on a freaking door that they had held open when I come through, where you couldn't see that sign. But see, I didn't even think of that when I was in there and all, and I'm glad I didn't, because I would have told that to the judge, and she'd probably held me in contempt of court or called me a liar again. Ugh. I've been in all kinds of different courts in all kinds of different states, and I ain't never seen nothing like the city of I mean, they're even more corrupt than the city of Topeka. And that's crazy, because the city of Topeka, their police department and everything's corrupt there. Here, the police I've talked to so far, like I say, I've got no problem with the police. I don't think got no problem with me. Yeah, I'm a senior citizen, and he's going to talk to me and treat me like that? What kind of bullshit is that? You're supposed to be a bailiff, a professional in the courts. Sir, you can't record in here. Yes, sir, and boom. He wouldn't have had me upset or nothing. I would have just ended the video like a person should. I didn't know. I wouldn't even used it. I mean, come on now. I don't break laws. But you come and jump down my throat like I knew something, there's a sign there. Well, maybe you idiots shouldn't hold the door open. It's just, it's beyond belief. Beyond belief. But I even took, where I looked back in through the windows and shit, you know, filming out in the parking lot. I was just waiting for them to come out there and tell me I couldn't film out there. They ain't one thing, it's 14 others, but the good Lord's it's gonna be all right. I may lose a Cannebago, I may lose my dogs, I may lose my freedom for a little bit, but it's gonna be all right. I'd rather lose it fighting for my rights and standing up against corrupt judges and courts than just get, screwed over. She's a heartless little witch, the judge. I couldn't call in this morning and get a continuance. They make me break my neck thinking I'm going to get a bench warrant out. And the judge, I wouldn't have put a bench warrant out for you. Bullshit. Bullshit and more bullshit. I think she ain't nothing but a liar. I've caught her in 2 lies. I think she ain't nothing but a bald-faced liar. And I hate that. I hate that. That's why we need the golden rule. Don't lie to me. I ain't going to lie to you. Don't do things to me that you don't want done. But I think I've got a feeling they've done it for so long, got away with it so long, and they just don't care. But now they met someone that I don't care. They want to take me on. Here I am. I am requesting to speak at the City Hall meeting on the 15th of December. Tiffany, or Papa, here's the thing. The justice system. You know that's not one word, right? It's 2 words. Just us. Okay? Now here's what I mean. Your courts, your officers, all of the court officers, all the attorneys, your judges, all of them, are all members of what? A 3-letter organization. They're all members of that organization. They have to be. All the lawyers and all the judges and all them, they're all lawyers. They all have to have different law degree, whatever. But they're all members of what? The Bar Association. I never, ever, ever, until I started getting into law a bit, a few years back and whatnot, I didn't know what bar meant. People hear bar, they think of, and the bar and this, that, and the other. It stands for British, not American, British. Let that sink in. Not American, non-American. They are all members of the British Attorney Registration. They signed all their shit over to the British. And every one of us that goes into these courts are giving up all our rights. As soon as you walk into their platform, you walked aboard a vessel, and you're being tried by maritime law. You're not being tried by land law like we're supposed to be. Sovereign citizens tried by land, especially in a damn city court. They say they're not a record or nothing. Well, what a sham that is. What a sham. So they bring me aboard their boat, you know, like Blackbeard the freaking pirate here in Springfield, Missouri. So, you know, like I say, they want this fight and they want to pick this fight. They may put me in jail, take my home, take my dogs, but when I come out of here, it'll be in a brand new RV, I guarantee you. A brand new one. A 2026 model, whatever. It might even have the automatic driver and a damn battery pack to run it. But I'm not letting Springfield get away with this another time. This is plain bullshit. You know, just like that officer. Okay, now there's a police officer in the police department they're prosecuting me that knows, and it's on his body cam, that Miss Deidre Parker, and he wrote it down, Deidre Parker and all, said that she took that trespass down. And just like I told that officer, if they gave me 5 minutes like I asked, that officer wouldn't have put this trespass on me. And he said, well, I don't know about that or what, which is true, you don't know. But I know damn well if I went to that officer and he had any kind of cojones or a hair around his asshole, maybe he'd look at it and say, oh, wow, you know. And see, I understand that officer at the scene did his job perfectly the way it's called. Don't get me wrong. Good cop attaboy. The one that gave me a ticket, good cop attaboy. He was well within his rights, his law and everything. Now, if he could have gave me 5 minutes to try and figure things out, cool. But maybe Walmart didn't let him. So I'm not putting any of that on the officer. The officer is an innocent victim, basically, in this whole thing with me and Walmart. And now that the police department knows that Walmart is maliciously prosecuting me, like he says, once it goes to courts, it's kind of out of their hands. Well, I was told by the judge to take the police department for the prosecutors. So I did exactly what the judge said. And now, I think I have plenty of proof, because I did videos and stuff when I was there, that I did just what that judge asked me to do. And if they tell me that, you know, that they're not like whatever, then, yeah, I'm going to file a nice lawsuit against the city of Springfield. Because that's just bullshit. You know, I brought evidence to the police department. I'm not guilty of this crime. I'm not holding y'all whatever, but hey, you know. I tried to take it to the judge. I tried to take it to the prosecutor. They told me to bring it to you. That cop thought that I was a crackhead. and I don't blame him. But I did exactly what the judge told me to do. If I have anything to submit to the clerk of court, I had to submit it over at the police department. And I asked him, I said, well, are you going to make a recording of this? Or can you make a recording of this? Or, you know, how could I? And he said, oh, I got body cam on, you know, and I'm taking notes. He said, I'm going to write this up. And I take him for his word, you know. He was very nice, very respectful. Like I say, at this point in time, I have no problems with the Springfield Police Department, knock on wood. I mean, that can change in a heartbeat. But the officers I met were very... all right, you know what I mean? They're kind of doing their job. I'm not going to say they were snidey or whatever, but, you know, they didn't really, you know, they should have told me who the heck called and why were they there. But, I mean, they didn't demand the CID. They told me I was free to be. Well, they checked with security each time. They're like, well, we don't think you're being trespassed from here. And the oh, no. And stuff like that. So I don't even know why the hell they was called. And big waste of time. But they were two good officers, really good officers, and I gave them both a little Jesus. I even gave the security guard one, I'm pretty sure. And they told me, oh, well, I'm more than welcome to stay there in City Hall. So why the hell did anybody call the cops on me? If you watch the video, the cops leave. They tell me I'm more. And I said I can come back tomorrow and the next day and be here every day and try to speak to city manager, right? And they told me as long as I'm not there causing any trouble. Same thing had happened in 16. As long as you're not causing any trouble or anything, sure. What? Never raised a voice. Never did anything wrong when I went in that building today, at all. Even the security guard said no. And so that's why when the security guard said I didn't call the cops, I believe him. I wholeheartedly believe him, because he was very nice, very professional, unlike the idiot they had back there in 2016. So I don't know. Oh, it's not a judge, it's a magistrate. Oh, yeah, I mean, I didn't do anything. And I'm like, well, why no one the security call? And he said, I didn't call no one. And I'm kind of thinking, oh, yeah, but, after the cops left and, he said, yeah, he says, sir, I didn't call the police on you. And he looked me right in the eyes. And I'm like, sir, I believe you. I believe you. And I do. And if he fooled me, fine. But, yeah, I don't think he was nothing like that security guard back in 2016. But here's the funny thing, the real funny thing. When you do a search on something, the most popular is what comes up first, right or wrong. Right or wrong. Oh, they always say they call things. They can't get a hold of the courts or anything like that. All they know how to do is tell the lie. Had to be someone from the City Hall building. They know who called. Now, whether they give me that information or not, I don't know. But it's something I'm going to address December 15th at the City Hall meeting. I've been to their City Hall meeting before. I stood there and told the mayor and all them, how dare they hold me hostage in this town for a damn traffic ticket. When one video, same type thing, I'm going to go chew their asses out again for. Same damn thing. Except it's trespassing instead of camping in public. When if one of these prosecutors or a real prosecutor or a real judge would just sit down with a citizen, a senior citizen, and look at my evidence for 1 second and see how I'm being maliciously prosecuted. But they don't give a shit because of my name and my outfit. I get it. The trolls tell me that every day. I finally get it. Will I ever get justice in court? I hope so. I got justice down in Georgia with my 420 gym name. Will I up here in America in Springfield or Kansas? I mean in Kansas or Missouri? That's yet to be seen. In a regular court, you can request to have the judge thrown off the case. We can't bring you back in the courtroom. It's called a conflict of interest. There's a big conflict of interest between me and that liar that I was in front of today. A big conflict. You can't put me back in front of her. She can't hear my case. I guess maybe as a magistrate she can, but that's bullshit. That's just pure bullshit. I wasn't allowed nothing in that court today. I wasn't allowed to have a continuance unless I came there in person and asked, well, how the hell can a witness call and say, I can't be there, I'm sick, and they get a continuance. Oh, because the prosecutor is sitting right here in front of me. Does that mean that they had to be there at 9:30 to do that? Hell yeah. Yeah. Mama raised no fools. Daddy raised my brother. They didn't pass that bullshit by my brother, but they violated so many of my rights in that court today that it ain't funny. Oh, and here's another thing. And why I think Tiffany's, well, I know Tiffany's a liar, the other bailiff. Or Tracy or Tiffany, I think it's Tracy. She's nothing but a liar too. Because she heard that cop, and when she came over and was talking to him a minute after it, she's like, well, I don't get into whatever. And so later on when I was talking to her, when she said, well, I didn't hear that part. Bullshit. Everybody in that damn lobby heard every bit of it. So she's nothing but a liar. And we'll protect them. But what was I thinking? There was a point to that. It was just crazy. I guess that's why I think more of a crackhead court than a kangaroo court. That makes a lot of sense when they're magistrates and not judges and stuff. Well, I can't wait till the 15th. I get to address the city council again. That's going to be fun. Won't do no good, but it'll be fun. Hey, I didn't have my go to court suit back in 2016. And I didn't have the name 420 Jim. They said it's 5 months or better out. Oh no, I don't have that long. I'm not even worried about this. I'm not worried about that. I'm worried about my rights being violated in a crackhead court, being threatened by a bailiff, and the stupid. Oh, now I remember what it was. Okay, when they finally called me over to the court, the bailiff from the courtroom himself, he leans out to Tracy or whatever name, the girl bailiff, and said something about smells, and I pick up on that word, and I say, excuse me, what about smells? Because he said something about smells and can't come in here, and she's no, I smell. He smells okay. And I'm like, excuse me, what's this about smells? And she, oh, no, we're talking about another guy and whatnot. No, they weren't. That bailiff come out and told her that, I couldn't come in there smelling like pot or something. And she told him, no, I checked him out. And instead of just being honest, I mean, that's my opinion on that. But come on. Kind of funny. Just as I'm coming up to the door, the bailiff has been in the courtroom. I've never seen him. He steps out of that door when they go to the gym, and then I'm come walking over there. He says something, and she says something, bang, I hear about smelling, and I'm like, what? About smelling? Oh, we're not talking about you, sir. We're talking about another. That would be just a convenient, FU type thing. So I know damn well what they're talking about and all. And the funny thing is, I gave her a little Jesus, and she's a liar. So hopefully she gets down and prays to God and gets her life straight and whatnot, because, man, just doing that to keep a job and stuff, whatever, just a lie. Yeah, your soul's gone. Your soul's going to hell, and I feel bad for that. I forgive her for lying. I forgive him for being an idiot and yelling at a senior citizen. But am I going to complain about it? And do I want justice? Yes. But I forgive them for what they've done to me.
I was sitting there where I got yelled at, so I'm sitting there, and somebody said something about, hey, nice jacket, whatever, and I'm like, yeah, they like it so much they won't even let me go over there in the courtroom, and he's like, well, they're talking about you in the courtroom, and I'm like, what? And he says, yeah, one of the witnesses ain't going to be able to make it. And I'm like, they're in there discussing me. He says, yeah, one of the witnesses ain't going to make it to your hearing this morning. And I'm like, really? Well, they better not give them a continuance because they didn't give me one. And look how they railroaded me. Flat out freaking railroaded me. I was made to believe by that clerk of court that if I didn't show up at court today, a bench warrant was signed at 9:30. Not that the judge, might or might not. Nothing like that. I asked her, if I'm not in court at 9:30, are y'all going to put out a bench warrant? And she said yes to that question. And that's when I hung up, got off the phone, and tried my best to get down there and got down there. But just like I said, that other bailiff said that he would throw me in jail if I did it again, whatever, and she called me a liar about that. Well, same thing on that clerk of court. She is a liar about that. Or maybe she's mistaken. If she wants to come to me and apologize that she was mistaken and that her clerk of court could do something like that, and one of her bailiffs could do something like that, I'm all ears. I'm all open. We all make mistakes. But don't stand there and call me a liar protecting your liars. Don't do that shit to me. The ones that want to violate my rights and stuff and try and cover for them, screw that. You're supposed to be an impartial judge up there working for the people. And when you got a bailiff that's just a little too aggressive, and all you got to do is say, hey, man, just go up to people and tell them you can't record. Maybe he's a senior citizen. Maybe he didn't see the sign. Maybe your freaking door was open and there's people leaning against that and you can't see the freaking sign. There may be a circumstance that you just don't do that to people, let alone senior citizens. Why did he do it? Because of my outfit? I mean, just to me, that's somebody with no common damn sense. You shouldn't even do that to senior citizens. And be a clerk, a bailiff in a courtroom? Now, if someone's causing a commotion, if someone's trying to hurt a judge or anything like that, oh, yeah. And see, I respect. Look at the flag I fly. Corrections. Yeah, all that's listed on that damn flag. Okay? I mean, I respect and like them all if they're not just dickheads and try and run over your rights and stuff. I mean, maybe they're just used to dealing with a bunch of bad people in Springfield or whatnot. But I don't know. That guy there, he had with that attitude, he should not be a bailiff. They need to retrain him a little bit. What would be wrong to come over and say, sir, you can't record in this building. Sir, you can't use your cell phone in this building. I by any rule that I knew, okay? Their sign says proper attire required. How do I know that my suit was proper attire or not until I get there? And they say, hey, you can't wear that or you can. If I'd seen anything that said that you couldn't record inside of that building, period, I wouldn't. What if I went in the bathroom and was recording? Am I violating the law? I mean, what the hell's going on with them people down there at the city of Springfield? I mean, it's stupid. Very, very stupid. They want to open a can of worms and put me in jail and stuff. I'll be the one that writes all the motions and stuff, the one that screams and hollers and get a federal investigation going on it. I don't care. I ain't got nothing better to do. Maybe to get this petition across the nation. 420 Jim sitting in Springfield jail because of a stupid trespass from Walmart that in the end is going to be proven should have never happened. I mean, I can see the headlines like you say, Mr. John. You're looking at a multi-million-dollar suit when it's all said and done. And it will involve the city of Springfield and it involve Walmart. I guarantee you.
Oh yeah, you're absolutely right, Bob. They don't want anybody to record anything in there because it will hear them doing things that they're not supposed to be doing. You're absolutely right. Absolutely right. 100% right. It's a little bitty building that everybody's crowded into. There's room for maybe a dozen people in the actual courtroom. Otherwise, you're out in the hallways and shit. I mean, man, it's a money-making racket where they just... No Vaseline. No Vaseline. They just... It's crazy. I ain't the one. They want to give me some free meals and stuff until... Yeah. I'm sure there's going to be a lawyer out there to take care of the case once I file... Because then I'd be in a real court. In a real jail, and in front of real judges, and I can file grievances, and I can file for a new judge, and I can file for attorneys and stuff. Yeah, they want to go that route. Let's go ahead. And courts found me to be incompetent to stand trial once. I'm ready to show them just how freaking incompetent I am. I'm so tired of the corrupt court systems, it's not funny. Well, y'all want to follow along the next couple of days, trust me, okay, folks? Follow my story along, because when I say that I'm, it shouldn't happen by surprise. But if I get threatened or towing my motor home or something like that, I'll be looking to get someone, my dogs, okay? And then, you know, they will end up taking me to jail. And we'll fight it that way. I hope it don't come to that. But tomorrow I'm having the vehicle towed into Springfield. Because there's no way I can keep coming back and forth. And it costs me $18 a day here. You're allowed to park there 72 hours and move. I can have it moved. If nothing comes to nothing. But I am going to go down, and I'm going to, tomorrow, request AAA tow me into Springfield. I'm allowed 3 more tows, so that should happen. Oh! Crackhead from AAA called me today, membership. They want to verify my address to send me a refund for my tow. And I'm like, dude, I don't have an address. I'm on the road. And it's basically not my problem then. What the fuck? The fuck? Why can't I go to a local AAA office or something and pick up a check? Why can't they have one there or whatnot? What the hell do you mean? You're going to send a check to where I'm not? And I'm just supposed to shit an address for you to send a check to? Why in the hell did I have to put the money out in the beginning? Oh, yeah. Well, I just hope people help get me out of jail and stuff if it goes that way. You know, I'd rather be working on getting an engine instead of a lawyer. You know what I mean? But I guarantee you, if we have to get a lawyer or hire a lawyer, everybody will reap from the rewards. It helps. Because like you say, Mr. John, we've got a mega lawsuit, a mega $1 million lawsuit on the horizon here. I mean, probably already have one right now. But depending on what goes on the 12th, you know. But that's a different courthouse and everything. We just got to see what happens. You know, I may pull into Springfield and the cops harass me. I don't know. I hope not. I hope like hell not. But they better have something to harass me about and everything. You know what I mean? But we'll see. We'll see what happens. Springfield police were real good with me. Well, then I'll take it back. 2 of them was real assholes at the first Walmart. But the other 2 were cool. It just depends on which one I'd get. Okay, and then what are you going to do with my check? How are you going to get it to me? If I had an address, wouldn't I just tell them where to send it? I mean, I trust you and I'd send it to you. But what good is that going to do? I'm not near you. You're not going to bring it to me. And I don't have an address. So, and it should have never happened. And like I say, they can either put it on my Cash App, or they can send a check to the local AAA office here in Springfield, Missouri, or here in Mount Vernon, wherever I'm at, and I should be able to go there and pick it up. But hey, I appreciate that, Papa, I really do. But I don't see what good that would do. I mean, they'd have to mail it to you, and then I'd have to find an address, and you mail it to me, and if I find an address, I might just well call the crackheads at AAA and say, okay, sell it, send it here. 72 hours. Oh, I'm going to the courthouse. I'm parking next to the county courthouse. Oh, I mean, see, that's where I park every time I go there anyway. Right there by the county courthouse. They're going to know I'm there. And basically, I have 72 hours to figure out what the hell's going on. Are we going to play friends and are we going to try and help 4020 Jim out, or are we going to threaten me and threaten to tow the vehicle and stuff? We you know, it's hopefully we get the news out there and everything else. I'm done. You know, I'm going to fight for everything I can. This is it. The fight's not in Washington, D.C. no more, nothing. The fight's right here, I guess, in Springfield, Missouri. Kind of funny how it was back in 2016. And I love the headline, what a buzzkill. Me kicking their ass in court was a buzzkill? How the hell did that headline even make sense? I guess it meant because they actually gave me a ticket for camping in public. Which they can pull that shit on me there. I don't know. I have no idea. We're going to find out, though. Because I can't keep trying to get a ride from here to there and whatever. Me, if they had done what the hell they should have done and kicked this case out of court today, man, I would have found a place to you know, put the RV for a month or whatever, try and get the engine in and go on down the road. Nobody'd even know about me the whole month I was there or whatnot. But they want to be stupid about this and all. I'm your Huckleberry. Looks like I don't have to make it to Florida and D.C. before I make my last stand. You can't even say bullshit. They say that's a cuss word. What the fuck has our world come to? You can't be cussing in court. Bullshit is not a cuss word. And what happened to freedom of speech? And I wasn't in the courtroom. I was out in the lobby. And the bailiff said something about my language. I said, what did I say? And she couldn't tell me because I knew I didn't say a cuss word. I said, what did I cuss? Well, I'm glad you're laughing your ass off. Let us know what you're laughing about so we can all enjoy a good laugh. I'm game. Bull pussy. Right on, Eddie. Bull pussy. Come on, let us in on the joke. I'd like to laugh too, or was it something I said? You know, what tickled your fancy so I know what to say next time? That's my biggest problem, Mr. Snaps, is I stand up for my rights. No one else is, and I'm going to tell people and everything just how it is. As long as I tell the truth and believe in my Lord and Savior, I'm going home, brother. You know what I mean? I go home. I don't have to go through this bullshit no more in life and through, whatever. I'm going home when I pass away. So, and your first breath of life is your journey to death. Plain and simple. I don't mean to sound just cold or rude, but that's the game. When you take that first breath, like Yahweh, with that first breath of life, you're on a journey. Millions of different paths and stuff. But one journey, one destination we all have. And that's death. Whether we get rich like some, we stay poor like some, whatever, we all come in this world naked and nothing, leave naked and nothing, and we die. That's it. It's just when we die. Some people don't make it out of the womb. Some people make it a couple hours, a couple days. Some people make it over 100. Good Lord knows, and the good Lord has a plan, and everything's written. Or that's my belief. And all I can say is, I am so thankful that I'm not the old Jim Stevens. The old Jim Stevens would have done some pretty stupid things by now. Me and Walmart would be more than even. Me and AAA would be more than even. But see, I'm not that stupid old Jim Stevens. Back in the day when I did the cocaine and stuff. Nope. I ended up changing my life about the time I got on the road here. A couple years into being on the... Well, I changed my life on drugs over 20 years ago. I stopped the coke. But when I first was on the mission, I smoked cigarettes, I drank alcohol. I didn't spend a donation on, but, I did drink and I smoked. But I wasn't close to God then or nothing. And I see the more and more I get closer to God, sometimes more and more the demons attack. And here's why. Okay? People don't understand, why did God, take my love? God didn't do that. God didn't do that at all. The demons did it, and they live here among us on the earth. The fallen angels and all, they're here. That's what they call the aliens. But check this logic out. Tell me if I'm wrong. Yeah, it's going up, Mr. John. Tell me if I'm wrong here. Now, you're Satan, and you've only got the 100 fallen angels and their offspring and whatever, the demons. I don't know how many they are. But you only have that. You got these billions and billions and billions of people. I mean, there's not a demon for every one of us, I'm sure. But let's take my trolls, for instance. If you was Satan and you had so many demons and you're trying to get as many souls as you can, that's the whole game, right? Good and bad. Get that soul the devil wants. He won't have his servants go and mess with my trolls. That'd be a waste of time. Why would they go mess with the trolls, mess with their families or anything? They're already on their way to Satan. He sends his warriors out to the people that are seeking the truth and finding the truth and trying to come one with Yahweh. And the closer you try to get to Yahweh, the more demons are going to attack you and your family, trying to get you away from Yahweh. That's my belief. Because that's what I've experienced over the last few years. I'll tell you, this whole religion is kind of a new thing to me. I was not like this 10 years ago. Every day since I've been on the road doing this, I've just gone more and more and closer and closer. But I get my ass out of the King James Bible. I look it over in reference to the Hebrew Bible, but I'm studying the books that they left out of the Bible. Enoch, the book of Jubilee. You want answers? Go read the books they deliberately took out or left out of the Bible. Why would the book of Enoch not be good? Enoch never died. According to Scripture, the Old Testament, God came down and took Enoch with him. Enoch did not face a death. And he was seen heaven and all, and wrote the book of Enoch. It makes kind of sense. That's why they left it out. The reason I don't like Christmas, I know it's a pagan holiday. if you do a little research about the whole thing, you'll find out it's nothing but. I wish my parents never taught me it. I wish I never taught my daughter it. That's one big regret I got in life. That I taught my kid, where now she teaches her kids and stuff, about a freaking Santa Claus and the birth of Jesus Christ in the middle of winter. Because that's a bunch of bullshit. The Messiah was not, and of course his name's not Jesus, they didn't have J's. Okay? But that's another story. But he was not born in the middle of damn winter, like they say. He was born at the beginning of spring. But the Romans changed our calendar many years ago. If you do a little research, our calendar was changed by the Roman empires way back. It used to be 13 months, 28 days, 1 day left for the resurrection. Look at any turtle. 12 and 28 spots on them. 12 squares, 28 around it. Any turtle you want. Look at it. Yep. See, we're supposed to, the Bible tells you that you're going to be deceived. The Bible tells you to study it. The Bible tells you to seek the truth. You can go listen to these damn preachers preach. You can just, whatever, and not try and study and whatever. And I'll tell you, that devil is tricky. He played the biggest April Fool's joke ever played. I will bet pretty much anything that Jesus' birthday, or the Messiah, or Yahweh, our Savior, the one that died on a tree, not a cross. It was an actual tree. I'll bet anybody that his birthday was closer to April Fool's Day than Christmas Day. Anybody want to prove me wrong? Anybody want to make a bet on that? Now, come on. If Satan's the king of this planet right now until he comes back, right or wrong. And if you wanted to make the biggest April Fool joke ever created, all you had to do was switch his birthday to some pagan holiday of the fat guy that used to rob people and stuff, and make it a Christmas holiday where you get presents and, oh, Christ was born there. Christ in Mass. Yeah. You gotta love it. Hey, California, sorry about that, why? Let me go back and read some of these. Well, now, that $150 a month in Wichita wasn't guaranteed and stuff like that. And what am I going to do? Live in Wichita? There was no engines, no nothing there. Maybe I can find something like that out here. But, they said that I had to do this and this and this, and it was no guarantee. But yeah, and I appreciate y'all finding me that spot and all. But there was no guarantee. You know what I mean? And had I not had to come to Springfield, I probably would have stayed there. But, or that was my next move, was to find, I had to wait until after Thanksgiving. I'm sure I would have passed the background and all that stuff. And I'm sure they probably would have rented to me. And, but, clearing my name and going to court and everything is so much more important. And I never figured that it was going to break down like it did. In hindsight, who knows? Maybe I should have stayed there for a couple months and tried to get an engine, but maybe something like that will happen here over the next couple of days. All I got to do is look at the angel pick me up. The angel that took me in there this morning in the truck, and the angel walking through downtown. Well, not downtown, but through town. Beep, beep. She said that she thought they had some old crackhead just strolling down the road, whatnot. And she got to looking, hey, that's 420 Dim. And he did he pulled over and picked me up. Yeah, get in there. And I'm like, yeah, I'm going to Mount Vernon. I guess she thought, I'll take you there. And I'm like, really, I think she thought I meant Mount Vernon Street, local. And I'm like, no, the truck stop in Mount Vernon. And so I gave her $30 for gas. The 20 I gave the guys this morning, and they pitched in, they gave it back to me. They sure did. Halfway getting downtown, the kid not only handed me the 20 back, but $10 from them along with it. So now I had $30. Well, I gave it to her when she told me she could get me out there. And she didn't really have the gas. Hey, pull over there at that gas station, And I gave her $30 for gas, which was very fair to me, And she wouldn't even let me walk from the front. She drove me all the way back to and we had to find the way to get back to it, where the entrance was and all. So it was fun. It was good. There's a picture on TikTok, I think. I'll see if I can share it here on YouTube, or if y'all want, I'll send it to y'all in a message. But she took and put like little pink dog ears and stuff. We did a selfie, and it's a selfie with me with little dog ears and shit. But I've got Yahweh in my corner. I got Yahweh in my corner. I just know that in my heart. What do you mean, what I said about the court? Oh, you was laughing your ass off about what I said about the court? Fucking crackhead court. That magistrate court, the city of Springfield, is a crackhead court. And I'm not talking about the people that are ordered to come there. I'm talking about how I was treated by one judge and one bailiff today in a crackhead court. I like that one, Frank. Hey, Kevin, hey, thank you. I don't think I'm going to be the reason, but by gosh, if we could get everybody that wanted it legal just to sign that petition, we could have it done. And it don't cost nobody nothing but 2 minutes of their time. You go to 420jim.com, click on it, name, address, and email, and that's it. I don't tell people to donate to it. I tell people don't donate to it. Scroll past and put no thanks, I'd rather share. If we all stood together, we can make it happen. If we don't, we're losing all hemp products and stuff next year. And the sad thing, people in Springfield or all over the state of Missouri, people all over the state of Colorado and California and all these states that got pot, they don't care. They got the real stuff. They don't care. Honestly, they don't care. We got ours, screw you. I hate to be the one to break it to you, but that's the way it is. Otherwise, they'd be on the damn petition. You know what I mean? Because we have a chance to voice something. You have some idiot willing to take it and drive all the way to D.C. screaming about it and doing a march. Trouble is getting people behind me. And until we get a lot of people behind me, I'm just an idiot trying to get something done, I guess. I don't mind, but doggone, I'd like to start getting a lot of people behind this petition because we're going so far backwards. What's to say that another president don't come in? Something happened to Trump. Do you know what the vice president's going to do? Nobody does. No federal law has been changed. I can't count how many times and how many years they say they're going to do something or vote on something. None has. What happens if Trump and the vice president goes in and he's totally against it and says, don't stand down. Go take every dispensary out in the United States of America. And then get in their database and go arrest everybody that's got a gun. They can do that, and they can do that legally. I don't give a shit what nobody says. They can do that and do it legally because cannabis has never been federally legal. They asked the feds and stuff to stand down on it. Now, if the president made an order to no longer stand down, guess what? It's just a big drug sting. Y'all violated federal law. I'd like somebody to prove me wrong on that. And there's nobody that can. So why haven't they, you know, they've even talked about declassifying it. Why haven't they done nothing? Not a damn thing. Right on. San Bernardino. Hey, I used to come out in the 70s and do the tuna in San Diego. Heck, I even took a yacht in the early 80s. I took a yacht down to Acapulco from San Diego. I ran a little fishing boat out of Ventura, California for 4 or 5 months. So I spent a little time in California. I don't know if it's spring, but I did hear Trump himself say that I heard Trump say 2,000. I heard someone else say that he's put it up to 2,400. I don't know if I believe the 2,400, but I did hear something about Trump saying that it's more of a rebate for the tariffs than anything. I want to know where the relief check is from that damn COVID shit that everybody went through that put our country where it is. Ain't not one damn person bitching about everything we went through for all them years and we didn't get like a relief package or nothing. It's like people forget shit. This is like stupid. You mean that $3,000 they gave us is what we get for going through 5 years of pure fucking hell with the pandemic? What happened to charging China or Dr. Fauci or Gates or any of them that was involved? Oh no, well, just everybody forget about that shit. And now they're fighting to give you a stupid tariff check or something. They can't give it to you before Christmas where people can get their gifts for the kids and stuff. And it wouldn't surprise me if right before Christmas Trump released it, or all of a sudden, hey, America, the Congress, everybody, you're going to get your Christmas. We're going to give you that $2,400 or $2,000 or whatever the hell it is. It's stupid. It's all stupid. Would I like to get 2,000 or 21? Yes, but it's all still. It's all a smoke and pony show, and it's all a big game to them. No, I don't think I've heard from Doug. Oh no, it's going to happen. Trump said, no, they are going to put a check out. Yeah, that's pretty much. I mean, Trump himself said that him and 2 other things, and there's even a couple of Democrats on it, I think. But then again, he said he's going to release the Epstein files, and then they didn't, and then they did. So you never know. You never know. That's the Trump thing, you know. You never know what that man is going to do. You never know. But I did hear him say that they're working on it, and I think I heard him say that, you know, like they're saying that it's going to be, you know, more March, May, April, somewhere in that area. But you never know. They could announce it to make everybody all happy and joyful, wanting them to spend all that little bit of money they're going to give you in these stores. That's what I'm betting on. It's going to be right before, right after Christmas. Because, man, it ain't nothing but a bunch of greedy bastards. They want all that money to come back to them as quick as they can. What better than to give it to you right before Christmas? Or right after Christmas when you get all the Christmas deals, you know? I don't know, it just makes more sense to me that he'd give it to people before Christmas so they could waste all that money back into the system. And that's what most people would do. Come on now. Most people would go out and celebrate Christmas because they could. A lot of people can't right now. Me, I'd go buy an engine, you know? So. Oh. God's great all the time. Oh yeah, Uncle Sam has his hands in everybody's pocket deep. Frank, I am smiling. How much? My face hurts. I've been smiling so much. Mrs. I like that one, Frank. Oh, the ride was cool. No, we just talked. I did a little live. Well, yeah, I did a little live. I tried to do a live in the car. What happened? Yeah, didn't I do a little live in the car? Been one of them days. Yeah, I know I did a live in the car. Oh, that's why y'all are talking about it. I mean, nothing happened. I mean, she's a really nice girl. I mean, she likes me. She likes what I'm doing and whatnot. And I paid for the gas, and she took me to Kennebago and back. I mean, ain't nothing more to it than that. It was a great ride, and when we got parked and back to Kennebago, she's like, okay, here we go. And she did the little Snapchat photo that I got dog ears and shit. Yeah, Mr. John, you told me about that one. That's a real good one. To get another advocate to come and sign the petition, that's a real good one. Yes, 420gem.com, sign the petition and share it. Kangaroo court. Yeah, there was a kangaroo court. Hey, kangaroo court, idiot. Go make another profile, stupid. We'll just kick you totally off. We ain't got time for you stupid idiots no more. There ain't nothing but liars saying they call the courts and this, that, and the other. We're liars. Right on, right on, right on, right on. Yeah, I got a new granddaughter, Daniel. Right on. Congratulations, my friend. What's up, Danny? Yeah. Ah, you got 2 grandkids. I'm 4 ahead of you. Daniel, I'm 4 ahead of you. I've got 6. Oh, goodness sakes. Been a hell of a day at sea, sir. That just popped in my mind from overboard. They're on the Coast Guard cutter. And the one guy looks over and they're hauling the guy out of the water from that yacht. And they're pulling the other ones in on the rescue boat and stuff. It's a hell of a day at sea, sir. What are you telling me about? Yeah. Really? Oh, jeez. Really, huh? Really? Oh, you really. You should have seen them when I got home from court. Man, the 3 of them just love me and love me. No, just love me and love me and love me. Oh, yes, they do. No, Betty. Einstein. What's the Einstein too? What's the Einstein? Hey, get out of there. Get out of there, Leela. Where's the babies? 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 Oh, yeah. Look, show them how pretty you are. Show them how pretty you are. Tell them, Betty. I'm so pretty. I'm so pretty. Look at her hairdo. Hey, Einstein. Einstein. Look at her hairdo. I love it. Go get him. What are you doing? Oh, no, I don't want no kisses from you. Smell like you've been licking butt. Okay, baby girl. Okay, baby girl. Okay. 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 Okay, Einstein. Okay. Hey. Hey, hey, hey. Hey, hey, come on now. They're dangerous. They don't try to be, but look at that scar I got now. Okay, time to go. Betty. Einstein. Go. Go on. Good boy. Yee-hee. Go. Whew. 5 minutes of pure adrenaline joy there. Hey, alrighty, Bob. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, goodness sakes. I have drank a couple sodas over the last day. Can't get no damn Walmart delivery. At least I get towed into town. I can get me a damn Walmart delivery from the same ass wipe stores that trespass me. Well, anything else anybody wants to talk about? I guess I've been running my mouth for an hour and a half. I love it, hey. Keep your wages and drive home safe. Preferably not drinking. Oh, I got to tear open a bud to do a cheers myself. But that'd only take a minute. John, um, where else can I get delivery to me in that? You know, I don't know where else I can get delivery and stuff like that. You know what I mean? I'm kind of stuck there. I think it's ironic that they don't let me come shop in the store, and I can still have their stupidity people shop for me and bring it to me. You know, I kind of look at it differently. Oh yeah, and some petitions pay $1 per signature. Yeah, yeah, those are paid petitions. Yeah. If I could afford to, hire people and give them $1 a person or $20 an hour, oh yeah. So and that's how those petitions get pushed. I can't run up on people and do like they do and stuff. Uh, but it is what it is. I couldn't do a petition I didn't believe in. You couldn't pay me to go out and get signatures on something I didn't believe in. Now, if I believed in it, oh yeah, I have no problem in it. But the problem I have is the people that go out and bullshit people and tell them how great it's and they're not behind it. They don't care about it. They don't support it or nothing. It's just a paycheck. I don't like that. I don't think that should. Yeah. I don't mind someone getting paid for something they support, but if you get paid and do something you don't support or nothing, okay, let's say like abortion, okay? If you're really, really, really against abortion, then why are you out there getting signatures for abortion? Because you're getting $20 an hour or $1 per person or something? You know what I'm saying? That's why I don't like paid petitions. There's so many people out there that does it just for the money. Nothing to do with belief. Does that make any sense? That hurts. Well, my friends, I guess it's time to go. Is there anybody that's got any last comments, questions, or anything? That would be it's getting awful thick. I think it's time to change it. But I'm going to do this one first. I think it's getting time to go. Please make sure everybody has signed the petition. That's the main thing. You do that at 420jim.com, 420jim.com. You too, Eddie. I don't care whether you donate to it or not. That's not my monkey. I would rather you share that petition. Right underneath it asks if you want to help me out and donate. It don't help me out, but you sharing it does. Good evening and peace. And YouTube at noon and 7 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, I try and do these lives. So please join me. If you like, share, and subscribe to the channel, I'd really, really appreciate it. And when you see these videos, when you first join or during it or right before you leave, please double tap the screen. It's very, very important for everybody on every video to double tap the screen for me. It sends a message to the algorithm that you like it and we should be sharing it. Huh, right on, right on. Well, that is medical. That is medical. So that's no lie, that's medical. Oh, hey, Will, what? They said it didn't sell? Uh, uh, find out about it. Give me the information on it and stuff. Get a hold of them. Tell them that we really need to get together on that. Please, 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 let me know. Yeah, tell them that we got to work something out, whatever. Tell them, do me a favor. Tell them about me, okay? Please, and what I do. They may be kids, but you never know. But just, most people are nowadays. So, it could hurt the deal, but I think if nothing else, it might help it. But please, yes. And if they're interested in talking to me, whatever, give me a number and stuff, and I'll call them tomorrow. Yeah, I'll get back with them tomorrow, because I got to eat dinner and everything tonight. I don't think they're going to come on the live. Well, folks, make sure y'all keep up with me, okay? Because you never know. We good Lord might just have an RV for me, and if it's anything what it looked like, whatnot, I'm really interested. I only seen one picture of it, but I'm really, really, really interested in it, and hopefully we can get together and get something done. Wouldn't that just be great? I mean. I don't know if that one would be fixable and road ready, or if I take the stuff and get this one road ready, but by gosh, we'd be able to do something. What do you want? Huh? What do you want? She wants something. I don't care if it just needs inside work. This one needs inside work. It has a 454. Alrighty, Mr. Will. Get with me. And try and work it where I can call him tomorrow or something. I am so tired and everything tonight and stone and whatnot. I really don't, but please, yeah, don't give them my phone number. I will call them. Get me their phone number. I'll start 69 or 67 at whatever, because sometimes things are too good to be true, and I don't want it to be a trick. Not that it is, but you get me the phone number, send it to me, whatever, and I learned how to do that star 67 and whatnot, and I'll call them up, or you can talk to them, whatever, but hopefully we can work something out, get a deposit, whatever, maybe, get some people to donate and get her done. You know what I mean? Right on. So let me know. Hey, folks, join me tomorrow at noon and again at 7 p.m. Please like, subscribe to the petition, to the channel, and sign the petition. Remember, it's all about peace, love, and cannabis for all. One team, one dream, united we stand, and if we try, folks, we can get along. The dogs love you, I love you, and most of all, Jesus loves you. Have a wonderful evening. I hope to see y'all tomorrow. Star 69, Reed Owls, who called it? Right on, Eddie. Nice to know that one, too. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Good night, folks. God bless all of you. Please.